So I'm here with my good friend Brian Tenorio, who is like a jack of all trades, I'd say.
Jack of all trades. I've not been called that in since
A long time. But I
long
bet
time.
you that's always been something that's been like a way to describe you.
Well, that's good and bad, right?
It is.
Jack of all trades.
Master of none. That's the, right? That's the follow-up to that.
Yeah.
Right? So Brian is the founder of Kape Coffee, which used to be KKK
Yeah.
Coffee, and also the head of the founder of
And
the LGBT and the current chair of
Yeah.
the LGBT Chamber of Commerce
of the Philippines.
of the Philippines.
Yeah.
And also former or still international shoe designer.
No. I mean, I think I retired in 2008, so
Oh, okay.
I always say that. But sorry, babalikan ko lang yung jack of all trades. When I go out, it's either they know me as shoe designer, coffee person, or something else. Or
Shoe
the chamber.
designer, coffee person.
People can't see you more of three things of any person, I think, in general.
Wow.
They just know one thing of a person all the time.
But okay.
I think.
So it's one or the other. So you
Yes.
mean to say it depends on where you meet them is how they will define you.
Or how they feel at a certain time. You only have one slot in a person's head every time.
Oh. Now I'm trying
now
to
that you're saying that.
now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder how I define you then. Because I see you as somebody who's an here's a way for me to describe you. I think if I were to describe Brian, you're an entrepreneur for life.
Wow, maybe. Hold on, let me see. Well, I've always been, you're right. Maybe.
Right. Because it doesn't matter what the business is. It's more of if I feel like doing it, I am limitless. I am boundless. I will do it, regardless of what it is. It doesn't matter what your knowledge or lack of it for whatever craft. It's just more of I want to do it, and your creativity allows you to just venture into whatever it may be.
Well, someone called me a fire starter 2 days ago.
Ooh, I like that.
I
fire
think I like
starter.
that word.
That's a good
Because some
word.
people can keep things warm, but I guess I come with a spark. But that's what he said, and I like that. I'll
or
take
he,
it.
Or he was just trying to impress you and flatter you and admire you and shower you with admiration.
I don't know if that was a context of the meeting. I think he's gonna watch this, but I don't care what people think anymore.
Okay.
I don't care anymore.
Well, what do you think? Like, when people meet you, I think you have such a persona that it's good and bad, right?
Yes. Wait, hold on. What did you say? Yes.
So, depending on the context of the meeting, and right now, would you be comfortable to say whether you're single or you're dating?
Well, just an hour ago, 2 hours ago, a girlfriend of mine said, "Ryan, you talk about being single and available. It's Valentine's Day today, by the way." And then she says, "But you're not." I'm like, "What? Wait. I'm single and available, yeah, but you say that, but you're not. How? Because you don't give people that feel. You feel like you don't need or want it." And I'm like, wait a minute, I want it. So I posted it just like an hour ago on my Facebook that says, just to clear things up, I just don't want to be single and available. I just want to be taken and not available. So accepting applications.
You do. You're now sending it out there that
Yes.
you are accepting applications.
I think I've said that so
Okay.
many times. I don't understand why people don't. But diba, parang the way you think of yourself is different from what people think of you.
Right. Well, okay. When you say that, why do you feel like do you feel okay? Sige.
Misunderstood.
No. Do you feel lonely?
Oh my God. Last night I said that to another friend. So a lot of friends.
You have a lot of friends
I
that
have
you
a lot of
hang out with. Okay. So do you?
Yes. I think partly because from an entrepreneur perspective, from a CEO perspective, because you have to think of everything and everyone now and in the future and for the future. People don't realize that. I mean, if I do something now, it's good for us now, or maybe it's good for us in the future. You gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. You can't think just for yourself.
Right.
And like sometimes my wall or my Facebook or my Twitter is just so of me publicly, but it's not really me most of the time already, and it sucks.
It's not your private persona.
It's not.
It
I
is a
think,
projection of who you are.
let me think that. It's a projection.
It is how you project yourself to be.
It's what I say.
Right.
Projection sounds like I want it to be something else.
Right. Okay. You're right.
Maybe it's me, but it's a public side of me. It's
Yes.
still true, I hope.
Right.
You know,
So maybe the way the public perceives you, kasi, is somebody who's so strong and independent that you don't look like you're somebody who needs someone, which is a good way to sift through people as well. By the way.
yeah, but I need someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yun
that.
Ito.
Can I say that you have to bleep that because I'm just
No,
like,
I'm. This is coming out exactly as it is.
oh no, it's like a hot seat. Sige.
So
Yeah, I need someone.
we all do. You think is that like a bad thing to admit that? Okay, maybe, let me see if the statement resonates with you. Everybody needs somebody.
Wow, I don't know. Because everybody's an absolute number.
Okay.
And some people might be incapable of thinking that. Yeah,
Kinda
I mean, maybe they're like half asleep or something. I don't know.
Because like I mean, like if you think about it, kasi with life coaching, I always talk about the idea that before you can have a partner, it's always best to be complete yourself.
Okay.
But you come to a point where you're so complete with so much self-love that maybe
Wow.
you don't feel a need to be with someone, that you end up projecting that inadvertently, so much so that nobody comes to your life.
Really? So I'm projecting that don't need someone. But I don't want to like someone because I need. Well,
Right, but
do you
like,
want to like someone because you need them? I don't know. But
no, do you love someone because you need them, or do you need someone that's why you love them?
would be great both.
Right.
I don't want to be liked because I'm needed. Because I know a lot of people
Right. No,
would think like they need some of me already.
right. But at the same time, I think the other way around. I think people kasi want to feel needed. They don't want to be in a relationship where they don't feel like they're needed by their partner.
We got
You
there.
feel so useless, eh.
We got to that topic so fast.
I know.
Wait, hold on. Let me think. Give me like a pasakali to like process it.
Yeah.
Some people want to be needed in the relationship.
I think everyone, to a certain extent, wants to be needed in a relationship. I think it would suck if you're in a relationship where you feel like your partner doesn't need you, and that if you died tomorrow, he'll be okay. Wouldn't that feel bad? Wouldn't you feel bad if like, if I broke up with him tomorrow, he'll be fine. he'll walk around like nothing, like as if it didn't really make a difference, and I'm gonna be wallowing in pain and sorrow.
I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen to friends.
Right.
Somehow there's something about me. People tell me all their breakup stories. I don't understand why. I look like a breakup friend. That can happen. It's sad, yes. Is it fair? Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Because if you love someone, or the idea of love is, it's gotta be all fair. That's what it is. No rules.
Right.
You put yourself in a place where you could be vulnerable. Sorry, ganun eh.
So-
you don't want to get hurt? Put up a business. That's not true also.
Oh.
But you know, like,
I was gonna say.
sorry, or buy coffee. Have coffee, you're never gonna get hurt.
Right. What is the good thing about this democratization of media in general, where it's not just controlled by the news anymore? Actually, it's not, if you think about it.
Everyone has access. Everyone has access to other people's opinions. Some are just more rare. Some will not hit a certain demographic. That's good and bad also, because I don't care about everyone's opinion. I
Right.
don't think anyone should.
That's the bad thing.
Yeah.
There's just so much opinion out there that most don't really even matter.
I don't mind the surplus of opinion, but what I do mind and I hate and are extremely, supremely upset is when it is disinformation. When you are hurtling out wrong things to make something or someone feel bad or something incorrect.
But what if they're doing it authentically, that they truly believe that they
It's
have
their
a point. It is their truth. Then, diba? I mean,
There's also Darwin's theory, and then there's evolution.
right.
Thank God for that.
Which I don't think
Thank
some of
God
the
for that.
I don't think some of the people that you're trying to hit with that stone are gonna get.
But there is also this universe aspect you said, right? And you're gonna get back what you throw out.
So you're saying that so you believe in karma?
Yes. Well, even the science of it, I mean, just the idea that you're gonna do something hurtful for others, you're gonna get hurt back. and there's something about you that's gonna feel really just awful.
Right. And I think I think that the idea of karma is not even a positive or a negative. It's not saying that kakarmahin ka in a negative way. It's just more of a if I could easily say karma to you when you're doing good, and I could say to you kakarmahin ka.
Yeah,
Because karma is neither good nor bad. It's
that's
just
right.
really
What you do.
a way of the universe kind of like throwing back at you what you throw at it.
Yeah, I believe in that.
So that's all it is. And I notice that the people that are espousing a lot of hate normally are filled with hate to begin with.
Iba sa kanila pangit.
Well,
Sorry.
well kung pangit,
Tunay na pangit.
then I can already
When it
imagine.
zoom in, no, it can't, right? I'm gonna zoom in. Tunay. Oh my God.
That's so-
Awful pangit. Pangit ang loob, pangit ang labas, pangit lahat. Walang love life. Wala silang love life. I bet some of them are unlovable.
You know, okay, so this is
I
good.
can say that. I just did.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
did.
God.
You did. And would you consider what you said hateful?
Oh, so you meant was I hateful to them
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
yeah,
Pangit din ako.
yeah.
But we try. I mean, there are days when I'm not pangit, I hope.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what? Sige, let's talk about a little bit. Sige, let's dig deep into that. The hatefulness. Ano? There is a lot of hate going on in social
Sakit na
media
lang,
right
okay.
now, right? But at the same time, there's also this big movement of political correctness that's almost stifling.
oh, yeah, you're right. Hold on. I'm just gonna say for everyone who's not Pinoy watching this, pangit means ugly, right?
Yeah.
People are hurtful or ugly. That's what I just said.
Yeah. And
Inside and outside. loob
and you
and
hate it when people are hateful or hurtful like that. And you're showing an example of what it is.
labas. Yes. So today I'm very ugly.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so we
I
were
won't date me today.
right. Okay, so
But
let's
you can.
let's
Sorry.
I like that there's
Bring it up.
the
Okay.
third wall, the fourth wall is gone, and
Fourth wall's gone.
you're just talking to that. There's
Camera.
another, yeah, which is another person, yeah, which is good.
I'm imagining the camera to have a face.
You know, your personality is someone who could actually have their own talk show easily,
But
easily.
myself, no. There's so much ugliness.
But then like I think the problem now is that now you're so affected that you're now throwing it back out there. What you're,
Yeah.
yeah. What's the best
Okay,
way?
babalik naman.
Yeah, but what's the best way of fighting that ugliness?
I was asked that yesterday. I gave a talk and I was asked about how to overcome obstacles or challenges when you're stuck in a rut.
Okay.
Or when you're feeling certain things. I always say take a break,
Take a break, like
like coffee.
coffee.
But you know, it's
I like the
true.
plug.
But you know I'm right.
Yeah, take a break, any kind of break.
Yes, you could take a
Whether
bath and
it's,
you get the best ideas in the bathroom.
Right,
you
right.
know, so-
No, but when talk about like all this negative energy and everything, so it's tiring.
if you absorb it, because I mean, I'm sure you also. We get a lot of stuff from left and right, but we don't have to absorb everything that gets to us.
Right. I think it's just that some people are more sensitive to those types of to energy, the energy in general, that they absorb it whether they like it or not. Empaths, for example.
But I also think that there probably could be a family history of maybe their parents were not that, how do you say that? We're just not as nurturing.
Loving,
Yeah.
a little
or
bit abusive,
maybe overprotective sometimes.
sure,
so
shelter their kid, yeah.
So that's the opposite of being, diba? So overprotective. So they're not let on to just creating their own defenses or to just understanding energy.
Right, right.
I remember my mom when we were talking about business one time, and we were putting up. I remember where I was in the house when I asked her. It was evening. Entering her room, and I said, "Tatayo tayo ng shoe factory." Oh, parang maraming pera to. Sabi ko, malaking pera to. And she goes like, "So, pumalpak. If we fail." And she's like, "Edi maghirap tayo." Okay. This is my mom grew up on a beach. It's not a beach resort. It's a house on sand
Right.
in Ilocos. So,
And sorry, she was the one who said, maghihirap tayo.
edi maghirap tayo.
Okay, so that sounds to me like somebody, I don't know, was she being sarcastic? Or she was trying to make a point?
I think she was both probably. I don't. If it was sarcasm, it could be true.
Yeah, yeah.
But looking at it right now, and I'm not saying this because I understand the brand, Kape tayo, but the tayo word was super good. We can do this together. If we fail, we'll fail together. I'll fail with you.
Right, right.
Strong, diba? I'm saying this 10 years, 15 years after she said that to me.
So she said that to encourage you or to discourage you?
She was okay.
I wanna talk about loneliness. What do you feel? Do you first think that there's a lot of lonely
Do I get
people out there?
lonely? I mean, what's the question?
A lot of people lonely out there.
Yes, sure. There's a lot of people and a lot more than we think.
Okay, are there a lot more people that are lonely that don't know they're lonely?
That sounds like a matter for something, but I don't know. Someone told me in high school, Brian, you just don't know it, but you have a lot of problems. And I was sad for a week. This is high school.
Okay.
I was sad for a week. I'm shit. Maybe I'm really not happy. And then I'm like, wait, I think I was happy naman before when you said that. So I guess so after I felt unhappy because I was unsure if I was happy or unhappy.
Wow, you let somebody's opinion of you affect your emotional
Yeah,
state.
because I was 15 years old.
Right, that's understandable. Okay, but
And this is another 15-year-old telling me anyway. So
Right.
I mean, he's not accountable to that so much.
right.
But and then I just snapped out of it. So
But nowadays, so what do you think?
are more people lonely? Yes. Are people aware that they're lonely? I think they are. At the end of the day, before sleeping, they know how it feels. There's a word for it. They know that word.
Can you describe somebody or what a person that's lonely would feel? Go home at night, you get home, you look in the mirror, and then you realize,
They just don't have someone to spend a special occasion with. Oh, I'll give you a quick, very example. 15 years ago, I was 20 something, and I was sort of talking to this person who was a lot older than I was. And he had a very great presentation for business. He's a lot older than I was, 10 years. And I think he liked me romantically. And then he called me and says, Brian, guess what happened? I'm like, wow, that's great. This is the time of pagers.
Mhm.
Great. And then he says, oh, wait, hold on. I gotta go. I'll call you later. Okay. So the next few days, he disappears for a while and calls me back eventually and says, you know what I realized? I used to call my mom or my parents if something really good happens. And then now I find myself calling you up. So I guess that in his head, he just realized, wow, you're that big a part of
right.
how I think right now. Which isn't the upsetting part. The weird part that I'm talking about right now about that situation 20 years ago was that, wow, he didn't have so many other people he can talk to or call. So just think, who do you message when something really good happens? Is it someone you've just met?
You know,
Do you have people you can talk to that way?
so you're saying if this is a way for somebody to assess their loneliness.
That's a way to see if you probably need more people around you somehow in that level.
So ask
I'm
yourself.
not an expert, huh?
Right. No, but this is good insight. So for you, you're saying that one way to assess whether they should maybe get out there more or meet more people is if they have something special happen, if they have anyone to share that with. And if
Yes.
none,
That's sad.
that's sad.
For me. I mean, maybe they like it that way, so they're happy with that.
Well, you know,
Can't judge happiness.
Right, and but the beauty and the crux of social media is this: even without friends, you can always post.
That's an indicator.
That
That's a great indicator. That's why they post, because they're the ones to talk
they don't.
to.
You know what the sad part is? Oh, the Hugot posts, because you have no one that will listen to you.
Or no one
That-
would care to listen to you about that.
That you would have to post it on social media. It's almost like a cry for help. So what do people do? Like, say if you have a friend that you see would post something like that you know there's something deep and very painful happening, but they're not saying it, but they're posting something like that. Would you reach out?
I'm not an expert to know or professionally equipped. If it's a person that's close to me, I would probably ask if the person is okay. But I'm not equipped there. I might say something incorrect. But then again,
sometimes people just need someone to listen to them. You don't even have to say anything.
that's right. Although in another segment 10 minutes ago, I just said I'm a breakup friend. Everyone tells me their breakup stories. I don't understand.
Also, then
why.
that's good. So then people do look at you as somebody who's a good listener.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that someone's. I mean, I'm the barber cutting everyone's hair, but no one. I can't cut mine.
Right.
So
Which
that's why I get lonely sometimes.